So some of the solutions that you talk about and the 10 principles that I read in the book was very interesting. And one thing that caught my attention was this concept of pulsing, right? We won't talk about all 10, but let's pick up a couple of them that was interesting. And so the guys who really are what you call as thrivers, right? You call them people who have to go through the intensity of work, but they know how to manage their burnout, right? That's really the cohort that you identified as thrivers. So you talked about they actually doing pulsing very well. So talk to me a little bit about pulsing.
Yes, right. Well, I sort of think about this as the master habit of all of them because it's the one that informs the other 9 habits. So if you think about how nature works, it works in rhythm. So if I was to ask you to breathe in and breathe in again and breathe in again, what do you want to do? Breathe out. Why do you want to breathe out? Well, it's not because breathing in is bad. Breathing in is good. But when you only breathe in and don't breathe out, it becomes unhealthy. You get too much carbon dioxide. So nature tends to pulse back and forward. We breathe in, we breathe out. The sun rises, the sun sets, the tides come in, the tides go out, our heart expands, our heart contracts. It is continuously pulsing and it doesn't get tired. Nature pulses. When you think about the way we work, often we're exhausted because we've stopped pulsing. We think it's because of the workload is massive, but sometimes it's just we are not in rhythm with things. So if you think about a meeting, for example, how strenuous and tiring is a meeting? Well, it's not very hard. You just sit on an expensive seat and drink some coffee and have conversations with people. It's not that hard. But if you do 8 in a row, how do you feel? You feel exhausted. Meetings aren't hard, but you've stopped pulsing. And so one of the things we saw with these thrivers who were high achievers with low stress, they had worked this out. They'd worked out they need to pulse throughout the day to different modes. They will go from doing lots and lots of shallow work to deep, uninterrupted focus work. They will go from high intensity concentration to switching off and going for a walk. They'll go from inside to outside, from sitting to standing. They are pulsing in different modes, work mode to personal mode. And by doing that, they really can sustain their energy and intensity. So pulsing is something most of us don't think about very much, and the workplace doesn't really design for it. So individuals need to think about this, but we've also had teams designing pulsing into the way they work as well.
Great. The concept of pulsing was something that was, was interesting to me, and